So, as you know, the tutorials now are a bit less structured because, honestly, I am in unexplored territory myself now. A lot of the stuff that I'm learning for the first time, so you're kind of seeing it raw. And after spending almost 2 years here in Unreal 5, I gotta say, it's slowly starting to grow on me. And I'm finally actually starting to get comfortable with it. But every now and then I encounter things that are so stupid and so unintuitive that cost me unbelievable amounts of time that I feel obligated to share them with you guys. So I was trying to make a visor on my medieval tactical knight glow. Yes, I know it makes no sense, but as an Armored Core veteran, I believe that glowing visors are cool, and so they will be in my game. Now, you may or may not have noticed that my knight's helmet is inspired off of my favorite Armored Core head, the egret. So I wanted the visor to glow similar to the egret. So I made a simple glowing aura material for the visor. I'm pretty proud of it. It turned out a lot better than I thought it would. It's available on my Patreon for anyone in tier 2. But regardless, as you can see here, there are some simple float parameters that control the level of glowing. So my plan was to use blueprints to program and control this number called visor width. That was it. We controlled this variable, then we can control the size of the visor. Now, I know I'm not the best programmer in the world, but I know the fundamentals of coding, and I know that in most languages, when it comes to number variables, you have integers for whole numbers and doubles or floats for decimals. Now, obviously, this parameter has decimals in it, so in order to control it, I knew we would either need some sort of double or float control. Now, I didn't see any relevant double nodes, but there was a node called setFloatParameter, so I used it. But no matter what I tried, the glow never seemed to respond. Now, I tested everything. I made sure that my math checked out, and after days and days of searching online and asking people around, I still could not figure out why the parameter was not responding to the node. So, a few days later, I did what most programmers try to avoid at all costs. And I just went through and brute forced every single node that I could find and plugged it in to see if it did anything. And eventually, I found it. It turns out, if you want to control a float parameter from a material with a blueprint, you do not use the float node. No. You use the scalar node. That's right. When I changed float to scalar, everything worked just the way it should have the first time. Why does the float node not control floats? This node literally stole 3 days of my life, but hopefully now it won't steal 3 days of yours. It works now, so I guess everything's good. But yeah, just thought you guys should know that. As always, hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you around.